Welcome back to my channel. This is part 2 of my quilted tote bag tutorial. If you haven't seen part 1 of the video, kindly go to the description box. I will leave a link to the part 1 so that you can be guided on the pattern and everything. Then you come back to part 2. So from where we left off, I'm fixing or attaching the magnetic hooks, the magnetic studs on the bag. So I've cut out a piece of this fabric that will be on the downer side of the bag, and it will help to kind of reinforce the magnetic stud for stability. So here it is. I'm just opening up the two spaces, putting in my magnetic hook, then inserting it on the lining of the bag, as you will see me do later. So stay tuned for the full tutorial, guys. Watch the video to the very end, subscribe to my channel, like the video, and leave a sweet comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this video. So that is how I attach my magnetic stud, and I've put that fabric to just give it more stability. So I'm going to also do that on the other side, just the same process, guys. And I also realized I made a couple of mistakes while putting in the magnetic stud and reinforcing the bag, as you will see later, but I'll talk about that in depth later. So kindly make sure you stick to the end of the video so you don't miss out on the valuable information I have for you. After attaching the magnetic studs on all sides, I decided to glue down the lining to the quilt fabric so that to get that stability on the magnetic studs and to make them stick on one place. But this is super optional. You don't have to add glue on your fabric if you don't want to. This is super optional. So I'm going to do that on both sides. And now I have this as my finished product. So I'm going to go ahead and start working on the inner lining. It's attached together, so I'm going to lay it flat and cut out the middle section of the fabric so that it can be open to enable me to work on the bag from the inside out, and to also be able to turn it out at the end when I would have already stitched all the sides of the bag, as you will see me do. So here I'm attaching the two quilted leather fabrics together so that to get that side of the bag that is closed up. So I hope you are enjoying the tutorial. If there's anything that you don't understand, kindly leave a comment in the comment section and I'll be glad to answer you or to give my feedback. So here right now I've already closed off everything. I stitched both the two sides of the bag and also the downer part. I sew it in a diagonal fashion. I'm sorry I didn't show that to you, but anyways, this is how I'm turning the bag inside out so that I can go ahead and close up the inner lining that I had left open, right? So this is me just doing the thing, stretching out the bag, getting all the corners real good. You don't want to leave anything looking not so professional, right? So I'm just pushing out all the 4 corners of the bag so that it can look good. And yeah, after that I'll go ahead, sew in my lining bit so that I can close it off. So I'll get my lining, then I'll put it flat on the table again. Then to make sure that I have the perfect stitch, I'm going to just line it and ensure that everything aligns well. I'll measure it out and just lay it perfectly so that all the stitches align perfectly well. Then I'm going to be very careful as I also top stitch it, just to make sure that I get the perfect finish. So there I've finished making the inner lining. I've finished stitching it, so I'm just going to line it properly on the inside of the bag, and I'm also going to pop out the squares at the edges so that it lines pretty much well on the inside of the bag. I'm going to make it lie as flat as possible. As you can see me doing here, I'm just trying to pop out the edges. So yeah, that's it for the bag, the magnetic stand, the perfect top stitch as you can see, and also the bag handles. They're quite sturdy and they're not moving, they're quite aligned. So yeah, that's all that I have for the bag. I hope you did enjoy watching the video, and the steps are self-explanatory. If you haven't watched part 1, kindly go watch it. So the final step I'm doing is just burning off the excess threads, and be careful at this point. You don't want the dark flames to be on your fabric. As you see me, I have some dark flames over here, but just be careful as you burn off your threads. This will just give a perfect finish. You won't be seeing those threads when you cut them, as opposed to when you cut them you'll still see some threads hanging, but when you burn them off, they completely burn and you lay off the edges, so it becomes one. So yeah, thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Let me know in the comment section your thoughts about this video, if it was educative and clear enough and you got all the steps and it served the purpose on which you came to watch it with. So yeah, I hope I did a good job. So thank you for watching also, and stay subscribed to my channel, guys. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed yet. Keep watching my videos. Share these and many more other videos to your friend, your family members, or whoever it is you know might be interested in watching this kind of content. So thank you, and until next time, bye guys.